Let's talk a little bit about your drinking water that we have at the lake. A lot of people ask me a question a lot about that, a good bit. As far as drinking water here, basically almost every property, except for a few properties that have been out there for years and there might not be a main water line running to that property, but I'd probably say about 99% of every lot or house on Lake Keowee has public water. So that would either, depending on what side of the lake that you're in, whether you're in Oconee County, which I talked about when you're looking at the map, about the 14 or 15 minute video I did with a map behind me. So whether you're in Oconee County or whether you're in Pickens County, you'll be getting water sources, public water sources via one of those two type communities, or if you're like in Seneca, from the city of Seneca. So most of the properties, I'd say 99% of the properties here on the lake have your own public water here. Now, like I said, the small percentage are on well systems, and you got a couple of different type of well systems. One would be individual wells here at the lake, and number two is we have some community wells, and most of the community wells are up on the north end of the lake. Take for an example, like where I live in Keowee Bay, Bay Ridge, Cedar Creek, Turtle Head. All those are on community well systems because back in the late 80s when those communities were put in, there was no water lines ran to those parts of the lake where those communities are located. So they have big well systems in those communities that they share the well water amongst everybody who lives in the neighborhood. So just remember, good rule of thumb is majority of any property that you probably wind up looking at on the lake, unless we're looking at some properties up here on the north end of the lake, especially with some of the communities that I just mentioned there, you're going to have public drinking water as your water source here for Lake Keowee.